Hey guys, we're here.
Hello. Oh my gosh, I think that has just been the most stressful it's actually been more than even like a few minutes.
We have been blessed for quite some time with relatively stable internet connection. It's gone very well, and then the last 2 or 3 weeks since they started doing upgrades, it's gone bananas crazy.
Yes.
So yes.
So apologies that we're a little bit later tonight, but that was insane those last few minutes.
Yes, it has been. So I do apologize. The connection died, so we ended up having to swap to a new live stream link. Thank you everyone that has found us again. We are live, so good to know.
All right, let's do a few shout outs for.
We're gonna do some shout outs.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah,
let's
need to see it
let me
first.
just check. Here we go. I just want to have a quick look at something. Well, look, we've got 37 people have managed to find us again, so we're doing all right.
That.
We're doing all right. Thank you everyone. Thank you. Okay, Deb, shout outs. Let's get into it. Let's say hello.
Okay, so Veronica, nice to see you. You and Nate are really enjoying the Fantasy Cruise Line. That is really cool to hear. Like, yeah. I know we are in the beginning of it. There is so much to share later on. We're going to just do a bit of a catch up on what's going on, cruise news type thing first. But I'm glad you're enjoying that.
And we've got Pete from the Cruise fam.
Hey Pete, nice to see you.
Of course, Rowan and Noni are here.
Always great to see you guys.
Good to see you guys. And Noni's just reiterating, cruising is her favorite way to travel.
Ditto.
It's simple, right? I mean, look, I was actually reflecting on this today, and I was thinking, I and we've been talking about this a little bit next year. Like, I want to do a trip. I'm feeling that I want to scratch that itch again. Go and do a bit of an adventure somewhere, maybe. I came across something. I was randomly searching flights the other day, and I'm just looking at how messed up my collar is on the camera here at the moment. I came across this. I just randomly put something in. And I was like, oh, Noah wants to go to Japan. And we want to kind of take him to Japan because it's kind of like a thing I like to do with the kids when they get to a certain age in Singapore.
And FYI, it's Noah's 13th birthday tomorrow.
It is indeed. It is indeed.
A teenager's coming.
But so and then we thought, well, he also loves Bali. So what can we do? Let's look at something where we can go and relax again as well, have some adventure, do some different things, some new things. I found return flights from Brisbane to Japan. Down to Singapore and back to down to Bali and then back to Brisbane, $2,000 per person. Now, it was a little bit of hopping along the way to get there.
There's a lot of travel in it.
It was but like that was pretty cool price. So like you can find those deals if you look and you're willing to kind of take some
layovers.
Have some layovers.
I don't know. We're still looking. Anyway.
All right, let's get going. Wendy, hello.
Hey, Wendy.
We've got Rhonda D here as well.
Now, I actually noticed Rhonda D actually mentioned in the previous live chat that was up, she wanted to congratulate Rob and Ali, and we actually want to do that. I think now's probably a good time, is to congratulate those guys on their 10,000 subscribers. Like, well done, guys. I am so excited for you that you reached that milestone. You're absolute pioneers in this YouTube space of cruising, and we love you.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, they're certainly part of the post-COVID generation, and during that, really have grown their channel, and they've
so very excited.
They provide so much friendship and mentorship to so many people in this community. And we've all said before how great the cruise content community is. So great, and very happy
excited
to see that they hit that goal. And Rob will be joining us later in this live stream as well to chat about the next sort of round of the fantasy cruise and building an Australian cruise line. And he's been looking at some of the statistics and different things with me over the last few days. Where am I up to, Deb? I've lost track. Then we've got Janice is from Betty Goes here again. Yeah, I heard this. Royal has been regularly overbooking ships. Now, I do wonder a little bit about this. Whether it's deliberate overbooking or whether they're actually having issues, because we have spoken to staff before, and if they get a run of medical issues, so a COVID running through the crew and that sort of thing, they will actually, to keep the crew on board but isolated from the rest of the crew, sometimes bump passengers, and if they need to take up quite a large number of cabins and isolate the crew that way so they're still on board. I don't know. There's not a lot of reasons. I was seeing this happen quite a lot, and 14 ships this year is quite a lot.
I just wonder if they're getting a lot of cancellations at the last minute. Or it's obviously got to be a reason why they're doing it.
They're offering some pretty big deal offers if they do, but I mean, a lot of overbooking going on. That's for sure.
Hey, Mark, nice to see you again. Oh, and the entire Edwards family. Hi, Edwards family.
Hello.
Nice to see you all.
Ron is here.
Hey, Ron, nice to see you again.
And Amy is here.
Good evening, Amy.
Good evening.
Yes, take two.
Take two.
We got this.
We got it. Katrina is here. G'day, Katrina. We are having a good week. Thank you very much. It's been a busy week, but a good week. And tech gremlins aside, I'll earn a gin after this live stream tonight, I think. Brian is here as well. G'day, Brian.
Good evening.
And who else have we got? We've got Jason.
Hey, Jason. And then
Jason's here from New Zealand, joining us from New Zealand tonight.
Nice to see you.
And we've got the Boozy Cruiser. Well, hello.
Hey.
For those of you that don't know, the Boozy Cruiser travels quite a lot. And if you've been on P&O or Carnival ships in recent times, you may have seen the Boozy Cruiser getting up and entertaining you all and thrilling you with the dulcet tunes that probably not so dulcet and more rocky. Deb, what do you have to say? You're gonna look. I've been amping up the Boozy Cruiser as well, but add some more. Hey, that's embarrassing for you tonight. Amy has introduced us to the Boozy Cruiser, and for those of you that don't know, the Boozy Cruiser is on a lot of the 80s and 90s cruises and entertaining us all with the band on these ships. So, yes.
Right. Okay, so I have been out of a lot of these chats this week in particular.
You've had a very big week.
So I apologize, but now I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, welcome.
Sorry,
I'm really
I embarrassed you.
I feel really bad now.
I feel like a bad husband now. I just threw it on the spot.
No, it is exciting, and I cannot wait to see you again.
So, guys, new channel, go and check it out. Some really great in-depth videos and tours around up in Cairns have already come up on the channel there. So if you're cruising to Cairns, some good tips to begin with, and plenty more to come, I'm sure. We've got Kaz here as well.
Hey, Kaz, nice to see you.
Linda is here.
Oh, always nice to see you, Linda and Dylan.
And we've got the 360 team.
I always just like you, Greg and Sue, are just so beautiful.
You look for this one every week.
Every
it's just
time.
A boost.
Oh, look, to be honest, I actually need it after my work week.
It's been a big one.
It has.
Nate, hello. I saw you had put this in the diary. Now, Nate has got this down pat. He saw the alert this morning. He sent a screenshot. He'd actually put this live stream in his calendar for tonight.
Oh, so bless you,
glad you found us.
It's so cute.
And Richard is, as we were just mentioning, the Boozy Cruiser is in the building. Sean from Down Under Cruises is here.
Hey, Sean.
Bag Drop is here as
hey, Jill
well.
And Mike. Nice to see you guys.
Scylla Rose is here.
Did you say Scylla?
Shiloh.
Shiloh.
Okay, you got the...
Apologies.
We've got both sides of the bag drop are here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got Robin Owl feeling the love. Yes.
Yeah, lots of love for you guys.
Definitely indeed. Wendy is here as well.
Thanks, Wendy. I'll pass that on.
Janice is just quickly asking, didn't get to finish the question. Do you think overbooking could happen in Australia? Look, we have different laws, like our consumer laws in Australia are different to the US. And same with like airline stuff. So that's why you don't really see overbooking of airlines. I'm going to give a really simple layman's understanding of this, but yeah, there can be some significant penalties in place for not providing, like overbooking and selling a product that doesn't exist. Our trade practices and laws don't really allow that, is my understanding. So there would be significant issues for cruise lines if they did that here in Australia. RX 72 Fantasy Cruise Line, is that happening? You have ideas? Yes, it is. We started last week, and we'll get into it in a bit more. This is episode 2. We will have a survey again this week for people to fill in, and we're going to take you through some of the results of last week's survey, and we will update you a little bit later in the live stream on that, because we kind of do the first half of the live stream we're doing is a catch up, a bit of recap of cruise news for the week, saying hello to everyone, and then we dive in for the second half to the Fantasy Cruise.
All right. Is there anything else before I move on to something else?
Steve Plains and Lego. Hello. 81 days till I go on first ever cruise. So excited and ready for the addiction to take hold. Thanks to you two and Chris Grace for the fam. The last year for the hints and tips. Your eating video of my area was amazing. Oh, we're glad you liked it. We absolutely loved Eden.
What a beautiful place.
Yes.
Absolutely beautiful, stunning place. And I think we had some YouTube comments about somebody had said that they grew up in Eden and they used to go fishing off the rocks, and they were so excited that they could see it again because they don't live there anymore.
Yeah.
But what a beautiful place.
Well, Rathi, who do we book through? Generally speaking,
Us.
we book directly our cruises. If we were to book something that was a little bit more complicated, or perhaps
Excuse me.
You know, certain destinations, like maybe the US, or if we were going on a more complicated itinerary, we may enlist a travel agent. But generally with our cruises, just because we have kind of developed a bit of a complicated itinerary and routine of doing things, we just book those ourselves.
To be honest, we are actually the nerds that sit on the lounge, and then we bring up multiple screens on the TV and we look at flights, and it's actually a bit of a fun thing for us.
Yeah, we sit there.
So we actually enjoy doing it ourselves.
Yep. And even when we do use a travel agent, we will actually quite often just take it in and go, this is what we want, please go and book it. But then we've got the support of a TF if we need it.
Yeah.
Matthew Better says, have we ever lost our luggage? Yes. I have had an incident where luggage went missing and was delayed by, I think it was about 3 days.
Oh, wow.
So you need to find a drink.
Oh, no, that's just, a bit of a tickle.
Yeah, so I was fortunate that it was actually coming home.
This was before me.
This was before you, yes. This is
Pre-Deb.
Pre-Deb.
But no, not in recent times at all.
No, not in recent times.
No, not in the last 10 years.
No.
So.
Beezy Cruiser says, Richard says, we will see you in August. We will see you at the end of the month. Al from Robert Al is here as well. Cruising Tea Ladies are on board.
Always nice to see you.
Logan is here.
Good
We've got plenty of people. Is Carnival Adventure as good now as it was when P&O had it? We haven't been back on Adventure yet.
No.
But I think Bagdrop have been on. And yes, as they say here, they loved it. So there you go.
Very cool.
All righty.
All right. Can I just start by saying you may have all seen the news today in regards to the earthquake that happened in Russia, and all the tsunami warnings that are out for Japan and Hawaii. Just to note that Matt had sent me a message earlier saying that there was a cruise ship in Hawaii and it actually had to leave its port and leave passengers behind.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and pull that up quickly and see if I can find the post, because Adrian actually shared, so he managed to find a screenshot of it.
I was also listening to the news on the way home tonight, and many people in Hawaii were going for higher ground, and like our thoughts are with absolutely everybody in these impact zones. I did see a video just going up about Japan, and that the seas were starting to roll in. But yeah, just the fact that there's a cruise ship in port and it's told to get out.
Well, this Adrian, the cruise and travel guy, shared this earlier today, and you can see here, urgent if somebody's received a message from Norwegian Cruise Line due to tsunami warning issued by the state of Hawaii. Pride of America will be departing Maui immediately, as directed by the Department of Transportation. If you're not in the vicinity of the port, seek higher ground and follow the direction of local authorities for your safety. This is a precautionary measure has been taken to ensure safety of our guests and crew. Our on-board team will keep you informed of any additional updates and changes.
Yeah.
So,
So thoughts out to everyone at the moment who is in these places.
Yep.
And, doesn't matter if they're on a cruise ship or not, but just thoughts with everyone. Hope you all stay safe.
And again, like we've talked a little bit about the importance of travel insurance this year.
Yeah.
This is a good example of travel insurance. A tsunami, and it's happened on the other side of the Pacific Ocean, but the potential impacts for a cruise ship in Hawaii, thousands and thousands of kilometers away, they've evacuated the port.
But also noted that when we go off port, when we're overseas, we take our passports with us. We actually take our passports off the ship, generally. Unless if they're confiscated, like not confiscated, but you know what I mean, like the
we always carry our a photocopy of our passports. So when we did did the Trans-Pacific cruise last year, before we got to French Polynesia, they actually held our passports. We had to check them in with the crew on the ship for French Polynesia to do their thing. And we didn't get them returned to us until after the French Polynesia visit. So we keep a photocopy of our passports with us.
This is a little sidebar. But anyway, yeah, thoughts out to everyone at the moment.
Yep. So the other thing was in this last week, you may have also seen both ourselves. We covered a video relating to changes with Carnival Adventure.
Yeah, correct. So Amy from Cruise Coast Fam actually contacted you because she had been tipped off about the cruise ports.
Yes. And specifically Adventure appearing on the Melbourne port.
Yeah, and missing off other ports. So we did put a video up about that, as did Amy. I'm not sure who else might have done that.
I haven't seen any others.
Yeah, okay. But this was information that, she had passed on to us, and so we covered it as well. But it seems that Carnival Adventure is missing off any of the port itineraries for 9 to 10 weeks.
Yeah, so really interesting one. And if you haven't seen the video, it is over on the YouTube channel. There's also a link on our Facebook page. It's a really interesting one because, there's this mystery block. So the good news is effectively what has been confirmed is that Carnival Adventure will be visiting Melbourne or a Carnival ship. They've at least got a booking slot in January, February 2028 for the ship to visit Melbourne. So Melbourne cruisers are going to get a second bite at some cruising again, which is good to know.
Yay, go you Melbourne!
But in the middle of, and that's on the back of in that February March period when the ship comes back from, or in late March 2027 when the ship comes back from dry dock in Singapore, the ship is going down to Melbourne then too. But what was really interesting when we started diving into it and looking at the port schedule some more is that the ship disappears from May through to late May or mid-May through
August.
to late August in the
in the port schedules.
in the port schedules for Sydney.
Yeah.
So it disappears. And I hunted Brisbane, I hunted Melbourne, I checked Fremantle, Adelaide, Cairns, and
there have been many people saying that they thought there was going to be an Asian cruise in that time.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see if what they do is they do like the old Aussie Explorer, and we touch on this in our video, the old Aussie Explorer itinerary or an Asian Explorer itinerary. There are some rumors, it's been suggested to us by some people as well, that perhaps it could actually do a visit to the US, but yeah, don't know.
We will wait and see. All right, let's catch up with a couple of comments, and I think then we maybe need to get into our fantasy cruise.
Now, Rowan's just saying they want Royal Caribbean to dock in Melbourne as well, and then they're settled. What did you want? Seems to be a discussion here about Al lost her mum.
Good job, Al. Good job.
I
do know the story.
You know the story?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Travel insurance often doesn't cover act of God. No, it doesn't. But yeah, this has been an interesting one. I'm going to go and have a read of my previous travel insurance policy and see how the impacts of costs could.
Well, if you get left behind because the ship had to leave because of a tsunami warning,
which is an act of God. So.
I would, but anyway, we'll have a look at that.
Yep. No, I think we're pretty good with the comments though.
Down. I think I saw some.
Chris fam says, Amy says that they could actually afford Royal if it came to Melbourne. Yeah, it would make it easier. Janice says, loved your Hawaii video yesterday. Thank you very much. Thank you. That one was a pain.
There are actual deep dive videos that we haven't even got to yet. So the one before that was Pearl Harbor. So there's a whole video that we want. One. No, but we want to do a deeper dive into Pearl Harbor. There's so many videos coming that we're trying to catch up.
Yeah,
at the moment.
RX72 says, I imagine how will help the Australian passengers get to the next port. Yeah, look, they will potentially just go out to sea, await the tsunami, and then even come back in if the damage isn't too bad. So we'll be interested to see. We'll be watching that one closely. Also very closely watching the west coast of the US because the tsunami warning is all around the west coast and up into Alaska and down through California.
All right.
Okay.
Do you want to move into our fantasy cruise?
All right. Let's jump into the
fantasy
cruise.
Can we do like a jingle leading into when we're talking?
You can come up with that and you can practice for next week. I'm going to say hello to Anita and g'day to Joe. And
yes.
Amy says she's still waiting for the dance-off video. No pressure. Yes, getting there. And that's actually, I don't know how far away that is. It's not far away. Soon is a relative term. To be honest,
I actually haven't seen the footage, so I don't even know whether I'm going to go, no.
All righty. Let's bring in a guest. I think he's ready. I'm looking to see if there's a nod there to see if he's ready.
Yep, thumbs up.
Rob, how are you, mate?
Oh, good, mate. I've just been hanging around here backstage, enjoying the hospitality of the green room while I've been listening to you guys. So, yeah, all good. Hey, I just want to say, actually, we're talking about sort of backstage and everything. When you're backstage here waiting, I don't have the same sort of access to the chat. So I apologize to everybody who's wished us congratulations on the 10,000 views. Absolutely want to respond and absolutely want to say thank you very much for all your support to everybody and for all your well wishes. I haven't been able to respond to them on the chat because I can't actually sort of join the chat when I'm in the backstage. There's a couple of comments I can do on the iPad which I've done, but trying to flick between screens and there's a time delay on it. So we just want to say thanks everybody for your well wishes and we're pretty stoked about it.
It's so cool. I've been so excited for you guys.
I
We
was
were watching it. We were watching it. Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
No, day before, I think. And it was 9999, I think, when we got up, and then it sort of we were just hanging out for it all day, and then it dropped one, and we were devastated. It's like, oh no, like, people.
We find that at every point when we get to a significant number, you get to that 999 or whatever, and then it drops, and it's every time.
I'd sort of given up on it, and we'd watched a bit of television, and then 10:45 it just sort of popped up. So I was keeping an eye on it. 10:45 it popped up, so we were sort of
Congratulations.
Yeah. No, mate, I think I was here, and I think I messaged you a few times over the weekend, but I was constantly hitting refresh myself, seeing how close you were going to get. So
even my travel
agent
was
for the last 6 months about it.
Even our travel agent sent us a message. She went, "Yeah, I've just seen you."
Oh, so cute.
How cool! How cool!
So, unfortunately, she's been held up a little bit at work, so she's not sitting with me. But she may get home while we're still on. Hopefully, that's why
she's in the chat, though.
She's in the chat because she's at work. That's why.
Mate, look, you getting some light behind you too. I'm going to tease Amy. She's not actually online with it. She's in the chat tonight, but your background, like, it's getting all lit up and everything.
It is, but you know what? Hang on. Just take me off camera a minute, mate.
Just take you off camera a minute.
All
right, hang on.
Wrong one.
There we go.
Sorry, put up with us for a second.
You can put up with us. Rob's doing something in the background. While Rob's sorting himself, Down Under Cruiser says thumbs up. Yes, please hit the thumbs up buttons. We do appreciate when you like, and all your comments. Comments and everything help the algorithm as well, and let people know to come and join us.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and
not quite tech, but I'd forgotten to put my my forward-facing light on. That just looked at the screen then, and I was really dark.
Very cool, Rob.
Oh, good.
Well, I'm just going to get us set up here at this end.
Yes, Amy, you're my role model as far as backgrounds are concerned. I'm not going to go with the tech, though.
Yeah, we've still got to work on ours.
Yeah. Well, I'll get there eventually. We'll get there eventually. Yeah, let me just take that one off for a sec. Right.
All right.
No, it's not going to work. Okay, hang on.
Okay. We're trying to get all the results up.
Trying to get some results. So, guys, we've worked on it. We're actually going to try and refine this because as we were building this out, we thought 12 weeks is, it's a long slog for everyone, including you, and we want you to maintain your interest and engagement in this. So we aren't going to go through all the results of every survey every week, but we'll go through a couple of highlights and each week. And we're also going to try and condense. We're still going to cover all the topics, and the surveys will just be a little bit longer each week. But we are going to try and condense it down to about a 6-week program to get this series out.
But thank you, everyone, for actually doing the surveys.
Yeah, look.
It's actually been really cool to see the amount of people that are actually doing them.
That's it. And one of the really cool things, what we've done with this is actually worked with the results of the week 1 surveys to kind of create 3 kind of customer profiles. But a couple of key highlights this week. We've got we asked the question, what defines an unforgettable cruise for Australians? And this was interesting. So the biggest one was relaxation and downtime.
Tick, tick.
So, and then quality time with loved ones, freedom to explore, and then cultural connection itself was actually quite low.
Interesting.
It was.
It was interesting, given another one of the questions further down the track, but I'm not sure whether we'll come to that or not, but if not, then we'll mention it.
Yeah, well, I'll get you to mention. I haven't got that additional one in, but the next one we've got is the Oh, hang on, have I
You
doubled
went-
up?
Yeah.
I've put the wrong.
No, go to the next one. Oh, yeah. What have you done?
No, this was the. I've put the wrong title on the slide. My apologies. Let me just grab the correct question. It was the what onboard feature or amenity makes a cruise memorable for you was the question. I'll fix this slide up later so that it is properly. But it was oops. It was award-winning. The statistics are right. I've updated those.
So look at the bottom.
Yeah. So award-winning dining is this sort of blue section here. You've got spas and wellness, interactive workshops, none of the above, and then I Cruise to Escape. All that was this little slither. So yeah.
So people are going on for food.
Interestingly, yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. Rob, just let's jump back because I can probably pull the results up. I've got the
yeah. I was trying to find that. I was looking away. That I was trying to find because one of the question was around what you like to do on shore trips, and cultural immersion got a reasonable amount actually for that. And adventures and excursions. In fact, those two added together, cultural immersion and adventures and excursions, if you add them both together, took well over 50%. So it's interesting that the freedom to explore and the cultural connection on this were actually a lot lower.
Yeah, there's the that was the shore experiences. So we asked that question, which shore experience leaves the strongest impression? And it was number one was scenic relaxation, number two adventures and excursions, number three was cultural immersion, and then shopping and local cuisine was a very
low,
very low fourth.
Yeah, the relaxation came through loud and clear as being sort of what people want both on and off the ship, didn't it? Yeah,
definitely did. Okay, so in terms of our profiles, these are the Rob, before we dive into them, actually, was there any other sort of highlights or points? I've got a couple of comments that came from the other feedback a little bit later in the presentation. So I've got the word cloud and then some of those shared experience sort of things at the end. But anything else? Other stuff?
The relaxation and dining obviously came through as being the main ones, but the other one that came through as well was huge majority was the what's more important on a cruise. And I don't know if you've got that there, Matt, but the question was days at sea or port days and a balance of both. It's not a surprising result, isn't it? A balance of both, to be honest with you, because we all like sea days and port days. But that sort of like reinforced, I think, what we all thought anyway.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, let's dive into these customer profiles. So there was three kind of customer profiles when we looked at all the data and sort of analyzed key themes and key segments, because you'll note last week we also asked questions around what was your age or demographic. We asked if you felt there were particular demographics or groups of people that were overly represented or underrepresented on the cruises. And
I'm so sorry. I'm just going to point out something. The age group prefers Chart regional cruises.
Ignore the image. Ignore the text under the image.
So sorry. I just saw that.
I wanted the text is correct on the left, not under the picture.
Okay, cool.
The picture's good though. It's representative. So the main thing is the age of it's the connected family cruises. So 25 to 45 plus obviously kids, preferring shorter regional cruises. They value the inclusivity. So whether it's things like disability aware kids clubs, and that's a feature that we see with the approach that Carnival take, with their programs that they have. They're seeking entertainment that's tailored to all ages. And so we've sort of built a, what stage are they at in the cruise process, the discovery phase, the consideration phase, the booking phase, the onboard phase, and what their emotion is, what's they're going through, what are their needs and touch points during that. Profile 2 is the lifestyle explorer. So a solo or multi-generational person, 45 to 65. Their value flexibility, culture, their vibe-driven experiences that they're after.
I'm in this category.
Yep.
You're not.
Yep. I know. Still the baby.
Still the baby.
They love their theme cruises, solariums, 80s deck parties, silent discos.
80s all the way.
A bit of a care about sustainability and cruise design. But again, so you can see what we've done is we've kind of really looked at how all the data came together. And then the third profile is sort of the couple seeking connection profile. So anywhere from 25 to 65, prioritizing relaxation, connection over occasional adventure, highly responsive to crew attentiveness and personalized moments. They enjoy the upscale dining. They love things like a solarium and themed entertainment. But they're also looking for opportunities to do celebrate anniversaries and make those do those memory-based bookings.
They're a really good-looking couple.
Yeah, quite a good-looking couple.
I'm glad their picture's up there, not ours.
Yeah. Oh, I probably should have put us up there, right? All right. So, look, guys, that's sort of just so you understand.
I always love these boards.
Just so you understand, like the reason we're doing this, like we're collecting all that data, and then that will help us as Rob and I are collating all the information from these surveys each week. We will start to feed those this into our analysis. And Volrathi, I'm not going to deny that we're not using AI to an extent. And unfortunately, with the AI generation this afternoon, I asked for generate a realistic image, and it generated realistic image with text underneath. And the other technical issues I didn't get a chance to get rid of that, but the text is on the left is correct, I promise. But Rob and I have got spreadsheets going. We're using Copilot. We're doing bouncing back and forward at all hours. So
I love you too.
But we will use your those three profiles basically to kind of filter through further data that we collect to form what this cruise line could look like. So we asked you to sort of describe in one sort of in a keyword or keywords, memories of cruises, and this we got this word cloud come up that was generated by you all. So some again, relaxation's a really strong focus, food, fun, entertainment was there, sunsets was a big thing, destinations shows up a lot. Somebody even mentioned hypnotists there.
Oh, look. Yeah, it encompasses a cruise, doesn't it? All this words.
Yeah, it does. Were there any standouts for you, Rob?
No, again, it just follows the rest of the the data that we got from the other questions as well. It's sort of the fun, food, relaxation, entertainment. Casino was quite low down there actually. And I know a lot of people do like the casino, and some people go on the cruises specifically for the casinos and for getting the benefits of casinos. So that's that's quite it's one of the smallest words on there, which indicates that that's probably going to be not a lot of response. So I guess that fits in with the relaxation and the entertainment bit as well. You kind of, well, you can, I suppose, you can relax in the casino. I saw a picture on Facebook today of a lady that was relaxing very well in the casino, asleep with her feet up on the machine.
Eric says that the partner, my partner,
There you go.
tongue tied tonight. My partner is part of profile 3, but we also have another issue not covered in any of these profiles. Be sure to share it, because
please do.
anything like that.
Yeah,
What I'm actually doing as well is I do grab all the comments and I run through them, and we try and collect any additional data and feedback we have. But we are going to try and capture as much data as we can. So there might feel like each week there might be some questions that are a little bit repetitive, but you will find opportunities that if you weren't in the week 1 survey, you might still be able to feed things into the week 2 survey, and that's where we'll be able, or week 3 or week 4 and so on, and we'll be able to pick those important bits up.
And look, I'm actually finding the comments that we've had literally tonight, let alone any other week, that everyone is so keen for these themed cruises.
Yeah, I was just looking.
There's so many of them.
Boozy Cruises says loud crowds might go.
That'd be right, Richard. It's your audience.
Of course. Boozy Cruises is never enough 80s.
100% agree.
72 saying 80s forever, of course.
Actually, I just want to... Just on those 80s, sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but I also saw on social media there was somebody that was starting a bit of a poll to try and drum up some support or understand what the feeling was around keeping the themed cruises. And I can't remember who did it now. I think it was on our 80s cruise page or group for the August cruise. And it started me thinking, and I don't know where we can go with this, but Matt, let's have a chat about this, because there's a lot of support that I'm seeing in the Facebook and in the groups for to try and lobby Carnival to bring some of these cruises back, even if they're not in the same format or as many. So let's have a chat about this, and let's see if we can find a way to maybe represent as well to Carnival as to the feeling that we're seeing. I'm sure they see this because they monitor all these groups as well. But I think
100%.
maybe if a group of us put something together, and I'll have a think, we'll have a chat about how we can maybe do this and represent the people who want some theme cruises brought back throughout the year.
If anyone can do it, you guys can.
There. Please carry on.
No, that's a good point, Rob. Let's see if we can try and work out how to use some of this data and actually say, look, we've captured this and this is what people are saying.
Like a petition.
Yeah, definitely. I just want to address this. Mentioned previous live stream partners' mobility and accessibility issues, and we feel that whilst cruises are wonderful, there's a lack of good accessible cabins, even ambulatory. Just quickly, before we keep moving through the presentation, one of the things you'll note here, yes, it does say Disability Aware Kids Club, but it does talk, it briefly mentions wider hallways. It's one point, and I can say in the data capture, we do have further data on that, and completely agree. And we've heard that that loud and clear around accessibility and more accessible cabins.
And look, we have talked about Royal in particular on accessibility in regards to the bars and restaurants and things like that.
Yeah.
So there are other videos that we've mentioned this in, and so it's definitely something that we are very passionate about bringing.
Yep, definitely. Amy says, bring on the themed cruises. Carnival Splendor seems the worst locally for lack of accessible cabins outside interior and ocean view. It's just to me, it's a tricky ship to actually just navigate generally. So Thorell's saying a late hello as well.
Hey.
Okay, now let's just go
What's this week?
So, crikey. Whoops. All right. The couple of, and I apologize, there were so many comments. So we asked you to share with us a memory, or a time or a moment when a cruise or cruise ship has felt like it was built just for you. Basically, was the sort of question. And describe a moment when a cruise has felt like the ship was made just for you. And we had some interesting ones, a bit of variety actually. So we've had everything from Ovation of the Seas to Coral Princess doing your Sydney Newcastle Eden cruise, through to, there were a number of people that said, not at all or not so far.
I love reading these comments. These were the numbers were great, but reading the comments and what people had put, they really sort of drilled down a little bit more into why those comments, the reasons behind, not the scores or the tick boxes. It really sort of like brought home why some of those answers were what they were.
Yeah, look, I think, what was really interesting, this one down here about the Virgin voyages, again, very, very detailed, right? But the opportunity for people to explain that hit the mark closest. They had the vintage arcade games, chilled activities and crafts, lots of public spaces to hang out, and plenty of snacks and food available. So, that was one person's thing. Another person talks again about highlight being when crew members remember them from previous cruises.
We love that.
Yeah, that's always nice.
Yeah.
And look, this is just some of a sample. We had Rob. What? I'm just trying to remember. It was
live music. Live music was in a few of them as well, Matt. People were saying the live music. They loved the live music.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking if I can. I'll just quick sum here because I've got the raw spreadsheet at the moment. So open. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 8.
Hello. We've got another guest.
Oh, hello.
I've been
joining me in the green room.
I've been listening to the and the
Hey,
Oh, God, this room ain't big enough for the two of us.
Hi everyone.
Hi. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, to lucky 10,000.
Yeah, that's awesome news, Al. So
It just goes slower and slower, didn't it?
Oh, always.
The percentage increase each week it gets smaller, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I was just saying, like, in terms of these comments, one of the last questions, or the last question in the survey last week was, share your moments. Is there a moment on a past cruise where you felt like the ship was designed just for you? And we had, to this section of the survey last week, over 60 responses. Where people actually people actually took the time to write, as opposed to just click a button to answer a question. So
that's very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Is there?
Well, I want to actually ask Rob and Al, like, what would you say if that question being posed to you? Is there a moment on a past cruise where the ship felt designed just for you? How would you answer that? What's your? I'm going to put them on the spot.
Yeah, that's okay. But look, it's not necessarily the ship's design for me, but it's sort of like it makes us feel special. And it's been mentioned a few times as well. As the staff, they don't even necessarily need to remember you, and they do, because we've been on a few, and you're probably saying on our last cruise, our cabin steward we've had him before, Yuri. I can't remember when Yuri looked after us before, but we both looked at each other, remembered each other, and it's those sorts of moments, and it's when people, it's when the staff sort of like just a really, really sort of like appreciate, and not appreciate, that's the wrong word actually, but their attitude towards you and friendliness and helpful. And it's not necessarily the ship's being designed for us, but it feels that the experience has been, people have gone out of the way to make that experience special for us. That's, I guess, what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Definitely.
right.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
What about yourself?
Yeah.
Back on you. There you go. What about you two?
Deb?
Oh, geez. Okay.
I'm gonna blank. I'm gonna say, like, I actually really felt, and it was a combination, I think, of the ship and the length of cruise. But doing the Ovation cruise last year when we did the Trans-Pacific, it just, like, everything just felt right. It just, we made friends with the crew quickly. We were kind of familiar with the ship, having done a couple of Quantum class cruises before. the time, like it was again. I think that
Yeah.
combination. It wasn't the ship, just the ship.
You know, it was the people and the fact that we got to spend 18 nights. And, you know, I think we've mentioned this before, like there was a certain bar that we used to go to a lot and we got very friendly with the waiters on there. And I was literally asking them, I'm going off ship today. Is there anything you need? Because I hadn't gotten off. So I went and bought noodles and I went and bought different foods for them and things like that. And just that camaraderie of people. I love that. I love that. And then getting back on board since that one with the crew and just seeing they're like family.
Yeah.
Seeing the people again. So
you were lucky, Mike. I went down to the open day, and I know time's getting. Went down to the open day. I was fortunate to be in Sydney at the time when they did that open day on the Resilient Lady, and we actually booked it for New Year, Christmas this year just gone. And we were getting so excited. I've been round, I tried the food, and I know what you mean. It was fantastic. We were really looking forward to it. And then old Richard decided he wasn't going to stick around. So we never actually got to sail on Virgin. But one day.
One day.
Well, yeah, we'll see. Maybe they will come back. You know, it would be nice to see if they do come back.
All right. What do we need to do?
All right. So what do we need to do? Let's run through. It's this week's survey is a little bit longer, guys. As I said, we're going to try and condense down the program, so we're not dragging this out for like 3 months. Try and get it done in 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks instead. So there's 3 key themes this week. Let me just, I've misplaced my list. So there is, we're talking we're click the right click.
I can't help.
We are discussing 3 linked themes this week, and so there's multiple questions for each. Ports and itineraries, the ship, and so we're going to be talking about ship sizes and things, and then we're also going to be asking questions in the survey about the cabin and cabin comforts.
No shower curtains.
No shower curtains. That is one thing on there. That is one question in the survey this week. So
I think Matt's going to go and do it multiple times just to make sure that they get rid of them.
Rob and I have already discussed it.
On the Encounter, the couple of weekends ago, they've replaced all the shower curtains. They're very heavy and very long.
Yeah,
it was a lot better.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. Rob and Al,
fantasy list though, would it? Okay.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Rob and Al, Rowan's asking, would you guys ever do a Trans-Pacific cruise?
Absolutely, yes. The
Yes,
problem we've got at the moment is the same as a lot of people. Is time with working. We both work full time, so we only get a set number of days leave per year. And what we do is we do a lot of the weekends that use a lot of days, and then we have our main holiday. Now we also have shutdown period over Christmas and New Year, which is the ships are all here then, so they're not doing Trans-Pacific cruises. So it's difficult to fit the timing. We have to take 2 weeks off during that Christmas New Year period, so it's difficult to fit it in. But the days are closing in on those days when we don't have to get up in the morning and go to work anymore.
Those retirement days.
Our financial advisors keep telling us that it keeps pushing the date back a little bit. You just need to put my money in. But yeah, absolutely. There's a few things we've got on the bucket list, and Rowan, and one of those Trans-Pacific cruises is absolutely on our bucket list.
Alrighty. Well, guys, we might wrap up there, but as I said, 3 main themes that the questions cover. There are 25 questions this week, and some of them are multiple choice. Now, one of the things we have done as well is we've actually gone and compiled a pretty thorough list of potential port locations around the country.
I just want to say that was another late night. A couple of nights ago between Matt and myself, and we would.
Oh God, Al, I'm glad we're not part of this.
With the help of Copilot and ChatGPT, going which are the ports in Australia that could potentially have a ship port or tender. So yes.
So some of these ports could be tender ports. We ask questions around tendering and that sort of thing. Are you more willing, for example, to visit a port via tender if it's a unique location that you may not regularly visit? We're asking you to rank your preferred departure capital cities as well. We ask some questions around Southeast Asia and New Zealand and South Pacific in there. So that's the ports and itineraries. As I said, there's also cabins and comforts. And I forget what I said the last category was. It was the third category.
I was listening.
There's 3 categories this week. They're all there. 25 questions in total. We have some fixed questions. We have some fixed questions, and we also do have some free text questions. There's a couple of word clouds in there. As to how do you get to the survey for this week, I'm going to put the link in the live chat now, and I will also put it in the pinned comments section on this video.
Mm-hmm.
The link will remain live until Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Because it's easier to turn it off then than it is at midnight. I forgot at midnight last week. So please get on. We are really keen to get your feedback. This is actually going to give us a really, really good amount of data, and it will continue to build over the next 6 weeks. Thank you, everyone. It's been wonderful to join, and the link is now in the live stream, in the live chat. Deb, anything to close off?
Good night.
Good night. Is that it?
No.
I just noticed a comment there from Rhonda, who's off on the Splendor on Friday. Have a great cruise, Rhonda.
Woo! Have a great time, Rhonda. No, look, just appreciate everyone who is actually participating in this. It's actually really, really cool to have these chats with you guys.
Bernie's saying he's just opened a new drink and we should keep going. Mate,
Mine's nearly finished. Sorry.
Yeah, I need to go and get a new one too. So we will wrap up for tonight. Rob and Al also have to go and celebrate. Rob's already got his glass of wine.
Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations again to you guys.
Cheers.
Chink, chink.
Cheers,
We will be back next week. Next week's topics. Let me just tell you what we're going to be covering next week. I can give you a preview.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Sorry, my apologies.
Get on the floor.
Next week is we're going to be discussing. Yes, so we got Homeport. This week is Homeports and Itineraries, Perfect Ship, and Cabins and Comforts. Next week is Inclusions versus Extras, and Loyalty and Community.
And we have had a lot of feedback about people already dropping their comments in about the Wi-Fi, drinks, packages, and stuff. So that'll be for you guys.
Yep. So enjoy. Thank you for joining us. It's been a lovely night. It's now 8:05, and Sean will no doubt be live over on the Down Under Cruises channel if you wish to go and join him there. If not, we will see you next week. Enjoy your cruising.
Good night.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, Ben.
Bye.
Bye.